Clear skies can do nothing to hide the brilliance of lightning. Divine bolts can strike even in the absence of rain. Do you see that tree? Wait, you understand? So, demonstration is not required. Good.
No, my sword! Everybody stand back! Booba, get them! Time for a light show! Retreat! Teamwork is strength! Let me weave you a verse. Rain outlines your fate. No, my sword! Booba, get them! You're toast! Fire hazard! Begin. Hey! Come on! We can do it!
There is no escape! Ha! Inazuma shines eternal!
Committed to memory! Cut to the chase! Incoming! Speed of light! Let's dance! I see everything! With sword comes shadow! Don't blink! I will not go quietly. Everyone hold hands! Rain cutter! Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up! At the frying pan, into the fire! Eat this! Time for a light show! Goldbishop down! Yeah! Nice and spicy! No, my sword! Let me weave you a verse. Everybody stand back! Huh? Fuse is lit! Let's light it up! Out of the frying pan! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of teamwork is dreamwork! Huh? Let the show begin. Yeah. I see everything.
Illusion shattered.
Ready, steady, go! Grow, nowhere to hide. Incoming. Hey!
There is no escape.
Don't blink. Let's dance. Cut to the chase. Speed of light. Huh? Yeah. The minutes.
Illusion shattered.
Earlier. Grow! I'll protect you. Everyone hold hands.
Finally, my blade! Surrender! Judgment is upon you. Your penance is due! You stand condemned! The fairy guilty! Your penance is due!
Take them. I have no need.
Scientific shrine is a sacred place where offerings to unseen come forbidden. The area is closed to outsiders.
This had better be important. Quit following me.
Shine down!
I see everything. Yeah.
Behold! Surge forth upon the gale.
Everyone hold hands. Let the show begin.
Squall and fury.
Thank you for
Why do new explorers make the same mistakes? Ooh, you wrestler!
Our mission begins.
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is like the dew at dawn or a bubble rising through water. Transitory. Inactivity serves no purpose whatsoever. What's your battle plan?
You are not welcome here.
Share my knowledge. Let's dance. Shudder. Vengeance will be mine. Eye for an eye. Illusion shattered. Committed to memory. Absurd.
Regret. You are not welcome here.
Hey! Make yourself at home. I'll protect us. Freeze to the core. I condemn you. I'm getting
Will
This way, Colonel. The Temple of Wisdom. Come on, we can do it. Let the show go. Shine down. Now you shall perish. There is no escape. Everyone hold hands. Make yourselves at home. Shine down. Go, Book.
Is that all you've got?
Beg for mercy. Vengeance will be mine. Rack and ruin.
Patience.
Grow, grow, grow. There is no escape. Inazuma shines eternal.
Will. Again. Regret.
Shine down!
I see everything. Sharing my knowledge. Let's dance.
Now you test my patience.
Freeze to the core! I condemn you! More speed!
Meet again.
Illusion shattered!
You are not welcome
well.
here.
Make yourselves a move. Go, Barbara.
There is no escape! Vengeance will be mine! Eye for an eye! I'm getting... Shut up! Now you shall perish!
Meet again.
Illusion shattered!
Regret.
Our mission begins.
Your perspective
Your
is
theory
just tunnel
putting the
visioning.
cart before the horse.
Paimon's trying to remember. What else did we put on our shopping list? Oh, what a mouth-watering smell. Paimon would know the aroma of very... we can still add it to the list?
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Hello there. Oh, it's been quite a while.
Huh. So you two are still hanging out together. Dia, didn't you say last time that you were gonna head back to the desert?
I said I was going to resign from being her bodyguard, not that our friendship was over. We're still the best of friends. The Homayanis also still post jobs from time to time. Their pay is always generous, so me and the other mercs never pass them up.
I told Dia to just stay at our place when she took one of those jobs a few days ago. My parents were delighted. They even said that it always felt like we were missing someone whenever Dia wasn't around.
That sounds like something they would say, all right. They're always so welcoming. Anyway, the job is already taken care of, so I was gonna head back to the brigade as soon as I finished a little shopping. But the master kept insisting, and I ended up staying for another day.
You can stay for as many days as you want, Dia. Father hasn't even gotten around to treating you to his best dishes yet.
You know I'm not the kind of person to stay put in one place like that, my lady. Don't worry, though. There'll always be next time.
What? She said they'll treat you to the best dishes! Paimon can't believe you!
But wait, didn't you say last time that you would take me on a trip to the desert? There are so many places I still haven't visited yet.
I'm sorry, my lady, but no can do. There's still a few things I need to take care of back at the brigade. Besides, the desert hasn't exactly been the
Oh, come on. Not this again. That's also what you said last time and the time before that.
I know, I'm sorry. Just give me some more time, and I promise I'll plan the best trip.
All right, fine. To be perfectly honest, it's not that I wanted to go, it's more like ever since you first set foot on the estate a few days ago, you've been acting angry. Have you been delaying our trip because you've run into some kind of
Nah, are you kidding? You're worrying too much.
Would you swear on that? Friends shouldn't lie to each other, you know. I wouldn't pry any further, but if something really is bothering you, then just tell me.
Oh, looks like Junior's out.
You're too perceptive, my lady. Seems I can't. I just thought that nothing good could come out of telling you about the messy happenings of mercenary. Mercenary life is a dog-eat-dog world where Mora reigns supreme. Everything operates on a
That doesn't change anything about what I just said, though. We're still friends, and I can only support you.
My lady, you're not gonna stop until you drag it out of me. All right, I'll share what I know. Let's go somewhere else. Okay, let's talk here. Just try not to draw any extra attention. As you may already know, the Eremites have both a lot of mercenaries and a complex organizational structure. Many mercs are no different than me, just going around looking for jobs to earn some mora. My brigade is called the Blazing Beasts. We're not a large group, but every member is loyal and brave. However, not all Eremite brigades are like mine. Some are willing to cross all kinds of lines for the sake of mora. The most
Deshret's relics? Judging from the name, they must really look up to...
Yep, you got it. I've heard that you've already crossed paths with Ain al-Akmar. They're one of the groups under the relics.
Oh, you mean the group that tried to sell us the Divine Knowledge Capsule?
Deshret's relics is composed of many smaller brigades like Ain al-Akmar. The relics headquarters issues orders. On any other day, I would want nothing to do with them. Unfortunately, though, the brigade...
Dakan?
I think it means beard or something. Believe me, it's a really stupid name. Anyway, the real issue is that Dakan al-Akmar is led by my father, Kusela.
Say what now?
I think I'm starting to understand your anxiety now. But what did they...
I won't go into details, my lady, but they've been involved in a lot.
Hundreds?
Yep. The scenes tend to be quite gruesome, too. They strip the victims of... Not only have they targeted merchant caravans and ordinary citizens...
That's beyond terrible. They won't...
I don't know how Deshret's relic sees it. All I do know is that Dakan al-Akmar has been... If I don't do something about them, then even my brigade or the people of Aru village could become their I just wish I knew what's driven him to do this.
Yeah. How can your father...
I don't know. People change. He's always been pretty pathetic. But at least in the past...
That's setting the bar pretty low.
I mean, if he was even remotely decent, then why would I have to leave the brigade and cut all ties with him? He was loud and foolish, with no real sense of purpose. Of course, the other brigade members were just like him. Their ruckus would go on night...
Sounds like a nightmare.
What about your mother? Did she ever step...
Unfortunately, I never knew my mother.
I'm sorry, Dia.
It's all right, my lady. That's pretty common in mercenary circles. Didn't I mention that my father was chasing after women? He told me that he wasn't sure who my mother was. And in any case, she never came to see. He'd say, "You'll be fine as long as you remember to stick with Dad." But even then, he left most of the parenting to the brigade. But the problem was that he had terrible taste. He only knew a few stories, and even those they were tales of desert warriors defeating dragons in the forest, or stories of mercenaries rescuing princesses from rebel...
Sounds like your typical fairy tales.
More or less, yeah. They were interesting maybe the first or second time around. He seemed to think those stories were the best things ever, though. He was so into him that he'd call the whole brigade over and make them perform the whole thing as a play. Even the toys he gave me would all be story props. I'd get helmets, shields, and toy swords. It was only much later when I realized that the shows were more for him than they ever were for me.
What an interesting guy.
Yeah, I've always found him pretty childish, but that was something I could just shrug off. I had no until I grew up and learned the true face of Deshret's looting, blackmail, violence, and fraud. They not only no one in the brigade was any kind of hero. Instead, my father and his cronies were more like the bad. Did they really think that as long as they didn't do any of that stuff right in front of me, I would never—
I think I can understand your feelings. The difference between perception—
Yeah, but don't worry, my lady. It's all water under the bridge to me now. I had a huge argument with my father and left that place, but I'm not investigating them due to any bitter feelings I still have towards my father. I just want to protect those that are close to me. Yeah, I told the boys to gather as much information as they could. Most of the reports concern violent incidents.
I see. But isn't this—
It is, but every mercenary lives life on the edge. It's a lifestyle that I enjoy.
That may be true, but it'll be impossible for those who care about you not—
Well, now you get why I didn't want to share any of this with—
What should we do? They both have valid concern.
Huh? But there's no need for you to get caught up in this.
Well, he's super tough, so if he went into the desert with you, then Paimon bets the problem would be some—
I'm inclined to agree. I'd feel a lot more at ease if you took him along to help. I'll wait for news from you in the city until then. Please, stay safe.
I'm honored that you care so much for me, All right, then let's get moving. Our first stop will be Caravan Rebot, where we can catch up with—
I'm super awesome.
Hey, Dia, you're back. Are these two friends of yours? Likewise. There's no need to be so formal with us. We're a pretty casual crew. Anyway, since we've got a newcomer, let me fill you in on what they've become extremely aggressive. Apparently, even their own now have become acceptable targets. They even attack other relics brigades, just the same as—
Even the most ferocious beasts still protect their own. And it sounds like they've thrown that—
That's right. Once they've collected enough loot off the other mercenaries, they sell it off to a different brigade, or turn them— A portion of their profits is immediately exchanged for more food and weaponry to be used in their—
That's terrible!
Yeah, and it really makes you wonder why they're so desperate for Mora. A few days ago, Isham and I trailed them for a while, and even disguised ourselves as merchants to conduct trade with them. We were able to learn a few things. Rather than saying they're out to plunder and hoard Mora, it'd probably be more accurate to say that they're
Wait, a power struck?
You heard me right. The vast majority of their victims are mercenary. If their only goal was Mora, they could have gone after anybody. The targeted nature of their attacks points to a power struggle between— Unfortunately, we weren't able to find out anything more specific. It seems there are— Oh, one last thing we discovered was that over the past few years, as the Khan al-Ahmar became more and more active, Deshret's relics as a whole became a lot weaker.
It sounds mighty strange to me, too. Haroon, you can leave the rest of the... Gotta say, though, I didn't expect you to go on a whole undercover mission during the few days I was gone. Sounds like you were really putting your necks on the line, no?
Nah, it was nothing. We're just as concerned about the situation as you are. The Khan
What he said. Besides, Dia, haven't you done more dangerous things than all of us combined?
Yeah. And while they went to talk with Dakan al-Akmar, I took a look at the last camp they attacked. Any survivors of the attack were already long gone. There was nothing of value left in the camp.
Ah, Hisham and Khalaf. You're here too.
We rushed over as soon as we saw you come into Caravan Rebat. Although this new friend of yours looks a little green behind the ears, I'm sensing a special vibe from him. Now that we know you'll have a capable partner with you...
Hey, what about Paimon?
Oh,
Of course! Paimon is the Traveler's most important guide.
oh. In that case, then...
Don't underestimate Paimon.
Don't worry about her. She may look tiny and helpless. Even if she had only survived on sheer luck, then that alone would still...
I had no idea. I guess I shouldn't judge by it.
Oh, one other thing, Dia. When you're free, why don't you update the deputy? We held another recruitment event a few days ago, but everyone only came to see the Flame Main. You weren't around at the time, so the deputy put a lot of effort into the event, but it was basically for nothing. Only a few people chose to stay.
Sorry to hear that. I'll be sure to bring him some great liquor next time. I left in a hurry and I couldn't make it back in time for...
Gotta admit, I can understand their disappointment, though. You're our brigade. Now, if only the deputy could figure out a way to bring a few more...
Keep dreaming. Remember the last time I invited a couple gals into the brigade? You all just froze up with your mouths gaping like a bunch of scarecrows. The awkward silence and weird expressions left quite the impression on them. They were originally interested in joining us, but after that, they both told me they were too uncomfortable.
Hey, didn't we agree to never bring that up again?
Huh? Wait, are you serious? Why have I never heard about this?
I don't think you were part of the...
Are you kidding me? I missed a once-in-a-lifetime moment like that?
All right. We can tell you about it later. Now,
Hey, don't you try to change the subject. You and Hisham get your butts over here.
Are they always like this?
More or less. There aren't many rules or graces when it comes to mercenaries. If someone starts getting under your skin, you just yell right back at them. And if that doesn't... But we also don't tend to take many things too seriously. Being direct and getting it all out of your system as soon as things come... That's also why I never spare their feelings when I talk to them. If I want to laugh, I'll laugh. If I'm angry, then I'll unload on them. It's hard to stop once you get used to it. Though... Hey, knuckleheads! Can you at least tell me the rest of the intel before you go back to your bickering?
yeah, you hear her, Holloff? Told you we gotta focus on the investigation first. All you gotta do is wait and ambush them in the evening.
Perfect. Thanks for that. Be sure to pass my regards to...
Will do. You stay safe.
should be the place. Let's find... It's gonna come down to a fight one way or another. So
No need to worry. He knows.
I'm not worried about that. What I meant is that we probably shouldn't go too hard on the enemy. After all, we still... Ah, here they come. You ready? Let's not give them a chance to react.
I see everything. Hey!
There is no escape!
Let's dance.
I'll be back.
Futile! Your sins weigh upon your soul! You stand condemned!
You're... the flame ma-
Good. That saves me an introduction. All right, time for a little talk. Are you buddies with Takano?
You know the code of being a mercenary just like everyone else. The first rule is to never divulge key information about our employer.
That might have worked on an amateur, but I know you're just looking to protect your reputation. Think about it, though. What's your reputation worth if you won't have the other tools? You've got 5 seconds. You might want to think twice about how much you're...
Whoa!
I'm not joking around. We can do this the easy way or the painful way. 2 seconds!
I'll save you the trouble.
Huh? Are you crazy? He tried to bite off his own tongue. Quick, search the area for any... I definitely didn't expect him to go that far. Thankfully, the wound wasn't too deep, and he just...
What? Why would he...
I just wanted to test his mettle. You can get a lot of mercenaries to talk just by... I didn't expect him to be willing to go through so much pain just to deny us some intel.
Well, he's out cold for now. We could wait for him to wake up, but...
Yeah, don't worry about it. It'll be a waste of time, There are lots of goods around here. Let's search the area.
We found a piece of paper with a bunch of names on it. Maybe it's a record of something.
Let me take a look. If this really is a Yep, I see an entry for Dakana Lakmar right here. Kusela, Idrisi, Bashar, and Takriti. All familiar names. Dakana Lakmar has been trading for a hefty supply of food, weapons, and medicine. It seems this caravan is just one link in their logistics chain. Once in the rainforest, the caravan will exchange. That person will then pack the caravan full of necessary goods, which will then be brought right back to... Wait, why is there no Mora value recorded for the final...
No.
Yeah, every transaction before the last one was marked with an exact amount of Mora, but the final one, where they paid for everything to be brought back to the desert, was simply marked as perhaps. But they couldn't have known how much they would make off selling the loot. Do they not care about profit margins at all? Anyway, the next part's the records of the goods themselves. Huh?
What's wrong?
Shazaman Homayani?
Homayani? You mean Dunyarzad's,
I'd be surprised to find someone with the exact same first and last name. Shazaman Homayani is Dunyarzad's father. Just what the heck is going on here? I'm sorry, you're right. But what this piece of paper confirms is that the Homayani family has...
What if the
That's a possibility, but if that was the case, they could have just as easily bought goods such as food and medicine directly from Caravan Rebot or Port Ormos. Yeah, funding violence and looting. The brigade gets the goods, and he is paid.
But why would he do something like this?
I honestly have no idea. I've been to their estate many times, and the only potentially large expenditure I could think of would be the treatment costs for Dunyarzad's Elazar. But that's still just a speculation. I don't think the master would stoop so low to make Mora. You're probably right. I know my lady's personality, and she wouldn't deliberately keep something like this from a—
But what should we do now? All we found is just another mystery.
If you ask me, we already have— I'm not worried. It's too early to make a verdict yet. I still have faith in the— Let's go find my lady again. We'll tell her everything. If we're lucky, we can not only figure out the mystery of this paper—
Dia, are you sure this is the best decision? What if it—
I've considered that possibility. But even still, I want to tell her what we found. She showed genuine concern for me when we first brought up the topic. I can't— That's not how I deal—
You're right. Paimon wants to trust—
Yeah.